Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon. We're doing our only championship series here in Civilization 6. We are on to the final 12, well, technically final 10 now. But anyways, we're in group stage 2 of the final 12. And we got Victoria, we got Basil, we got Gandhi, we got Batri, we got Genghis Khan, and we got Hammurabi. And we got, what, like 50 turns or so left here. A little more than 50 turns left here before the first round is going to be over here for this group stage. So anyways, right now, Hammurabi's struggling quite a bit because he only has 3 cities, which is really strange. He had 4 at one point, but okay, he's finally... Excuse me, he's finally thrown down another city. Victoria's also struggling partly because of just how she got a little trapped in, but getting a golden age here and having a dark age for India is allowing her to take some cities. So what's funny here is India has 2 of England's city and England has 1 of India's cities, which is just kind of hilarious how that worked out. All right, so I do rather like that she built the Hue there. The funny thing is it doesn't actually help. I mean, I suppose it helps here. It's not the greatest Hue, but there's not really a lot of opportunities for great Hues here. Oh my God, I'm not clicking on you. Yeah, like honestly, does anyone have any lake? No, because that's a dam. That looked like a lake. There's some lakes down there, but no one actually occupies that. I suppose Mongolia could have built a 1-tile one as well. Yeah, so there really is no lakes here, and honestly, India is the one that gets the most benefit from it. So, yeah, all right, go for it. Go for it. Have not seen the Petra yet. Hadn't really looked for the Petra. Have not seen a canal yet. I mean, there could be Petra up there, but that's not going to be a great Petra. Petra down here would be potentially okay. All right, so 4 cities here. You're working on Big Ben, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. It's super early, but once again, it's just the tech. So even though you're so far behind, oh, you're actually not winning in tech. Wow, Gandhi has more tech than you. Wow, did not expect that. But the fact that he's even competing right now with Gandhi is just like a picture of how overpowered Babylon is. But man, I mean, so remember, this isn't the only game. We're running 2 games here. So as soon as we finish this round, we're going to launch another one, and then we're going to add the scores up. So just because Babylon's having a bad game now doesn't mean Babylon's going to have a bad game. Remember, what, 1,600 points is kind of where you're looking total point wise. And Basil is, you know, almost halfway there. Gandhi is almost halfway there. So, and there's a lot of points to be had between now and the end of the game. Gandhi is going to be working on the Taj Mahal, which is going to be a guaranteed golden age for the rest of the game. But ironically enough, it wouldn't really matter much because there's maybe one more era. And yeah, actually, I don't even think there's going to be one more era. I don't know. We'll see. So looks like then Byzantium got a dark age. Yes, as did Genghis Khan again. Interesting. Everyone else got golden ages. So that's good for it's good for India, but also still good for England because England's not going to lose anything probably to Gandhi. So the okay, when we weren't paying attention, England just got conquered by Mongolia. All right. I was like, wait a second. This was England. And actually raised one of the cities because I think there was one up here too. Yeah, it was right here. Oh my gosh, dude. Mongolia, what the heck? I mean, I'm not shocked. That is definitely Mongolia, but it's like, all right, we turn around for 5 seconds and look what happens, man. Dude, ooh, Byzantium's having a lot of issues right now. Vietnam's doing pretty dang good for themselves, and Emily with the achievements, which, you know, hey, we play on the same account, so I don't really mind because it's giving me achievement points, but whatever. I think she's playing on my account. I don't know, maybe she's playing on hers. Hey, babe, are you playing on my account or yours? Oh, all right. You know you can play on yours too, right?
Yeah, but yours is everything saved.
All right, whatever. Hey, I get the free points. I don't really care. You know, because not that the points do anything, but whatever. So Trebizond is going to flip here in 4 turns. Calcutta's flipping in 6 turns. So then that means they will be flipping. So this won't flip in time to stop the flippage, if that makes sense. Liverpool is going right back to Mongolia. Dude, man, England kind of got the raw end of the stick here because they got punished by the India population, but then more importantly got punished by the Mongolian hordes. So maybe Babylon's goal here in the whole game was just to kind of like stay as small as possible so Mongolia doesn't declare war on you. I mean, it's working, I suppose. I mean, they're still in last place, so. But, hey, you know, at least they're not getting completely conquered, so I guess they got that going for them. Okay, so you are flipping now in 1 turn. Byzantium's going from first place down. Yeah, Gandhi's now in first place. Shocking, shocking. My God, dude. I'm telling you, just the consistency, man. Dude, he's going to win again. He's going to be a freaking 3-time winner. We're going to have to stop these AI-only series unless we, we might have to retire Gandhi. We're going to have to retire Gandhi because he's too good. Ironically, not Babylon, not freaking, Russia, not the overpowered civs, not, Korea, but no, we're gonna have to retire freaking Gandhi of all people. Like, will we? I don't know. Probably not, but still, it's kind of fun because it's like, it's just, you always count against Gandhi. Like, it's like, nah, he's not gonna be able to pull it out. And then it's like, all right, Gandhi won. Okay, cool. Congratulations. So if this was the finals, remember when we do the finals, and I'm not sure yet when we get to the final 8, I think when we get to final 8, we're probably still going to do 215 rounds, turns only up to 215. I think when we get to the final 6 though, we'll bump it back up to 300 just because, obviously the finals are going to be like more of a full game. With 8 players, I don't necessarily want to go to 300 turns because it's going to go really slow. So with 6 though, I don't mind it. And 4, I definitely don't mind it. So anyways, I think with 4 civs, we can keep the game a little more fair as well too. So meaning like, you're not going to necessarily have a bunch of room. But then again, Babylon had the best start here and is absolutely doing nothing with it. Although admittedly, I guess they don't have that many hills, but still, it's not, no, we're not blaming the hills, man. Trebizond is now flipping officially to India. Are we going to get another golden era or another era? Potentially. Not likely, but potentially. So we'll see, how everyone does, if everyone just kind of like grabs a bunch of tech here before the end. Mongolia did end up grabbing back Liverpool. They are losing it, but it's pretty slow here. They don't really have anyone else to conquer right now. I don't think they're going to come over here. Actually, looks like India's trying to settle where England once was. Interesting. Good luck on that. I don't know how well that's going to work, though, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of loyalty pressure there for India. For even India. Even Gandhi. And the funny thing is, too, like, I think Gandhi would be less surprising if Chandragupta was also pretty consistent here in the finals. But other than the one finals, and admittedly, that was a very weird game that, like, so when Gandhi won the first time, we thought it was a bit of a, outlier. Also, because Tamar was in the finals too, I think, as was Chandragupta. It was just the mod we were playing with at that time just made it a little I'm trying to remember exactly the problem, but I just remember that whatever mod we were using just kind of made it very unbalanced for everyone. So it just made a very interesting game where really bad civs were able to actually win. And I don't remember the exact reasonings why, but it wasn't the bestest of mods. Let's put it that way. And so when we had a final that had, 2 Indias, it was, like I said, a little bit of an outlier. So point being, Gandhi, potentially pushing for a 3rd win here. Wouldn't be surprising if Chandragupta was consistently in the knockout rounds / finals. But other than that one time, I don't think he's even been in the knockout rounds. So yeah. Wow, Hami got thrown down here right in front of India. Now Hami is flipping 11 turns. We have, interesting. Okay. A Panama Canal there. Not my favorite, but hey, it's a Panama Canal. You're working on neighborhoods. You should have canal technology. In England. There's only one thing you need to do. Oh, we are going to get another era just in time. Oh, you're building the Venetian arsenal. All right, screw you, England. I hope you die. I wonder how close she is to flipping Hattusa. Not really. Okay. Anyone else gonna finish this wonder ahead of time? Just asking for a friend. Taj Mahal did get finished there, so I think India's gonna get another golden age. I think they should be safe. Looks like we got a couple of the older wonders here, because the Great Lighthouse hadn't been built. And then down here, you did add another city, so eventually Babylon ended up moving out. And hey, they're actually ahead of England at this point, so. Admittedly, England is the weakest of all the civs in the game. So not surprising to see them, be on the verge of going home. That being said, they only need 1,200 points next game. Or sorry, 1,000 points actually next game. So, they're not bad on score. They're going to end up probably by the end of the game almost halfway there. So the scores in this game are actually pretty good across the board. So it's going to be a little wide open still. Is Mongolia going to finish this in time? No, they will not finish that one in time. Gandhi is basically guaranteed here to be the final 8. Yeah, it's going to be hard for him to score less than 600 points, I think. So I think he's going to be safe. I think he will be. Remember, it seems like the losers have always been in the 1500s or lower. So It's just funny how that's working out, which maybe there's something to be said, and maybe there is. I wonder if we added up all of the point totals in all of the games, like each individual game, if we would come up with like a very similar number. And I imagine it probably would be that case because, you know, I mean, I guess... Because the wonder score is probably almost always going to be around the like same cumulatively. Technology is probably almost always going to be around the same as long as everyone's pretty much teching. Religion is probably always going to be around the same. I guess empire is the one that could be very different depending on where you're at. All right, so Hammurabi, Byzantium, and Victoria all got punished here right at the end because they're not going to be able to get a town back. Dude, England losing one more town right there. Oh, that's so bad. Luckily, they're not going to lose anything else here before the end of the game. I don't think so. Who was the third one? Babylon. So you're flipping 11 turns. No, oh, Byzantium was the other one. What'd you end up losing? Oh, Sinop up here. Yeah, but that one's not going to flip in time. And then I think England's okay. They will not get their town back in time. And they won't lose Chennai in time. So yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. But dang, dude. Yeah, close for them. For sure. Looks like Vietnam's thinking about a war here against Byzantium, but with only 2 turns remaining, obviously that's not going to happen. We did have the Golden Gate going here, which I would rather have seen the Golden Gate there. That would have been a little bit better. Not really much better, admittedly, but, you know, hey, a little bit better. I don't really think there was too many good locations. I mean, potentially there, but... these were a little too far apart. Yeah, these are too tile wide. Here, obviously, would have been good, but, you know, Babylon never settled. So, dude, Babylon could have had just the greatest. If they would have come down here, settled, they could have gotten that Golden Gate. Man, very disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. Okay. Well, there is round number 1. Give me a few minutes, and we will be back loaded in here with round 2. So, 1 minute, and we'll be right back. All right, I think we have a map that's going to work for us. So we basically have 2 continents, and we have 3 on each side. England is down here to the southeast, with Vietnam west of them, and Mongolia to the north over here. Interesting. So they ended up getting an extra promotion over there. Then on the western continent, which are these 2 connected? Yes, they are. Although, oh, the mountain range right there completely wrecks the Golden Gate, man. Yeah, and there's no real other way to get it. But anyways, India then is on the northeast of the western island, with Byzantium on the west side and Babylon to the south. So Babylon, once again, has a decent amount of room. So we'll see if they can do a little bit more this time. I mean, obviously, the people on the western continent have a slight advantage over the eastern continent people because they got a little bit more room, but I'm not really going to punish anyone. Like, this is enough room. This is enough room because, once again, what are we saying? Like, maybe 5 cities or so, and everyone can clearly get 5 cities down. Yeah, because, I mean, Vietnam can easily come up here. And the thing is, India's right there, but, like, India can't really get over there. Like, they're stuck right here. So this should all be Vietnam's eventually. So the big thing now is to get to turn 30 and see if we get 3 cities, which right now it looks like we're going to get that well before then. So okay. Now it looks like Babylon's actually working properly this time. The AI has been engaged, so we'll see whether or not they will actually start, you know, I mean, the thing is, I cannot imagine Babylon being in one of the bottom 2. So who was like 3rd from the bottom? Oh, of course, we froze the game. Game. Why? I needed to turn off the freaking fog of war. I know. This is my fault. All right, give me a minute. We'll be back. All right, admittedly, I got a little greedy because, you know, the longer you let it go, the more barbarians spawn, and, you know, it's fun, but I should have revealed all. Anyways, so let's see. We got 3 cities here for Byzantium. We got 3 now for India. Babylon also still has 3, or at least got 3. England has 3, and Mongolia has 3. So the only one we're waiting, no, everyone's got 3. Okay, everyone's got 3 cities then. And yeah, like I said, easily more than enough locations for everyone to get 5 cities. In fact, like, Mongolia already has 4. And they're expanding once again, like, far away from their capital. Like, look at how far this is. And that's not usually what the AI does when they settle cities. Like, look at how India did it. So they started here with Delhi, then they went with Hyderabad, then they take their settler and they go back the other direction. Like, that's how the AI always throws their 3 cities down. They settle one to the west, one to the east, or one to the north, one to the south. Like, they always settle on opposite sides. But then you look here at Mongolia, and what did they do? They go south, south, south. Like, what? Actually, actually, I think they came back for Korla. I think it went boom, boom, and then boom. But still, it's just like, I don't know. Are they just programmed to do that differently? Or the AI just like do that differently? Like, this is so strange to me. Because once again, your capital is always in the middle. And in the scheme of things, that's actually really good programming for the AI, which is, you know, admittedly one of the weird things to say about this game. But like, that's good because then your capital is towards the center of the empire and not towards the edge. Because now, obviously, on like coastal cities, maybe it's a little better to go this way, although you'd still like to see them, you know, get east and west. But yeah, having your capital in the center is really, really great for your empire. And then even better when it comes to loyalty, because you're getting that nice little, because ideally your capital should be your biggest city, or at least generally it's going to be your biggest city because it's the first one that's thrown down. Now, food obviously could change that, but you know, it's always going to be one of your bigger cities. And so then it's putting pressure on basically all the other cities in your empire. And at least that's kind of the, you know, the general rule of what happens there. So, you know, that's ultimately why you see the AI. I mean, that maybe it's not why they may have programmed it for different reasons, but you know, that's one of the good things about the AI actually, is that they generally end up building their empire in, I'd say, more of a circular motion, at least to begin with. Although after they throw the first couple down, then at that point they just kind of throw cities. And like, I don't know. The other thing is the AI I don't know how much the AI prioritizes like resources versus just like housing and food and stuff like that. Because as a player, you're almost always looking for, you know, fresh water. And the AI doesn't care that much about fresh water, which, yeah. And that's why you get really funky cities that are like in the middle of land. And you're just like, seriously? Like, I would not have thrown Malgam here. I would have gone over here. Like, there's no reason. You could have grabbed this city whenever. Come over there or come over there. Like, there's so many better locations. But then again, I guess if you start with 3 settlers and you're like, I got to put them somewhere and you don't have it explored that much, I suppose. Maybe that's why. But whatever. Anything happening right now? Not really. Genghis Khan's in last place. Gandhi is in second. Hammurabi's third to last. So Hammurabi's still in elimination zone. Once again, I do not foresee that, and that's what we were talking about before we got the freeze. I do not see Babylon being in the bottom 2. So then who was third to last time? I don't think it was Genghis Khan. Gandhi was in first. Maybe it was Genghis Khan, because I think Shrew and Gandhi were ahead of him. Wow, that would be interesting to end up losing Genghis Khan, especially since he had a fairly efficient first game. And I mean, he's not doing bad this game either. He's in last place. We'll see how this first era, I mean, now everyone's going to go golden age. I don't know what I'm saying, but now he's got enough cities that I think he's going to be okay. He just needs to start building some wonders and other stuff. He didn't get that religion. Actually, did we ever get a 4th religion in that last game? I do not know. Vietnam's the only one with the religion in this game thus far, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, England's going to get one this time a little bit quicker. They're also working on hanging gardens. Okay. That's going to give them some population. They needed that last time when they're dealing with India. India with hanging gardens is just not fair. And we get another freeze and a crash. Cool. Screw you too, game. Screw you too. We'll be back. All right, game. I'm just saying, can you please be kind enough and let me like finish the game without crashing? Okay, so India and Byzantium are once again at war. Now, admittedly, for this map, I just ended up hitting restart instead of like reloading it. It's just like so much quicker, which means we didn't put these guys in a different order, which is probably part of the reason we're seeing like these two next to each other again. But, you know, it's not like India is not next to, you know, England this time. So there's a little bit of difference. So it's not really that big of a deal. Genghis Khan's actually throwing down another city here. Interesting. Vietnam's also expanding towards Gandhi, which I feel is going to be a little dangerous, but then again, there's forest over here. And keep in mind the bonus damage inside her territory. So, yeah, I mean, Genghis Khan's going to have a little bit of issue if he actually goes for the attack. Now, Gandhi promptly defeated the invaders and is now going on the offensive. It does have the Varu, and, you know, Sinope is like only 18 combat strength, so this is a little weak here. Trebizond is at least at 20. Well, it was a little higher when the catapult was in town, but yeah, I would say that little issue there, like potentially going to be in a little bit of danger. We shall see if that ends up working out that way. 5 cities, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 cities for Babylon, but once again, not like a lot of units, not a lot of anything going on here, huh? Yeah, a little confused, man. A little confused what's going on with Babylon. Did they like ninja patch the game when I wasn't paying attention and broke the AI? Mongolia is also dealing with a bunch of barbarians, which is just a weird thing to say because like literally Mongolia is like The definition of barbarian hordes kind of thing. I mean, not exactly, but point being, like, they have so many units, they shouldn't be dealing with it right now. Like, they should be wiping these guys out. Also looks like Vietnam's about to declare war on them. Now, the funny thing is, all of these troops here are probably more likely to end up killing any reinforcements. So I think Mongolia is going to be perfectly fine here. Like, I mean, you declare war with 2 warriors and a horseman. Like, really? Really, that like is your great plan there? I see that as not being a great idea. And then England decides, instead of going further south or west, to go settle near Mongolia as well. Okay, cool. Surely that will work out for you, because it worked out for everyone in history, right? Actually, I don't really know the story of Mongolia that much. I mean, we studied Genghis Khan, but like, I don't know. There's like one subject that like would be fun to kind of like study a little more on. It would definitely be Mongolia, I think, because, you know, I don't know. Same thing with China. Like, I don't think we ever, like, I really studied any of the, what was it, the Five Rings? No, am I thinking of the Shinchi movie? What was the Total War game? The Total, search. Total War, Three Kingdoms. Yeah. But what was the whole, whatever? I mean, like, I don't remember any of that. Like, I don't know we studied any of that in history, so whatever. But Eastern history, I guess, is what I'm saying, would be kind of fun to study. Like, obviously, Japanese and samurai got a little bit of, but like China, Mongolia, Russia, honestly, not a whole lot of. A little bit with like, you know, Renaissance Russia for sure, but earlier on, nah. So yeah, that would be kind of more fun stuff to like learn about. But anyways, not like I'm gonna actually take any time to probably study it, so because, you know, I'm lazy. All right, thanks. Okay, so Mongolia is now pushing towards Vietnam. I think it's going to be the exact same thing that happened the other way. I don't see them being able to grab anything here. India has called off their forces. I mean, walls are popping up, so, you know, not a bad idea here. Babylon is fighting barbarians. Unfortunately, they don't have an army like anyone else, so they might have some issues with this. Okay, so it looks like you took Johannesburg, so there's probably barbarians there, I guess, and that's why all the troops are sitting right there. I don't exactly know what's going on. And hey, guess what? England actually has useful ships this time. They're not just stuck in a little lake. Speaking of lake, we do have a lake here. Loch Lake. Is that Loch? Or is that Lac? Loch. L-A-K. And the thing is, I can't even pronounce that pronunciation. That's P-R-O, proceedings pronunciation. Loch. But I don't know if this is the right pronunciation of it. Give it to me.
L-A-K or lac.
Lac? I don't know that's that lake, though. Because that's in Vietnamese. So, and that could just be like an English pronunciation of it. Like maybe there's a Lac Lake in like US somewhere. Actually, that's a very good question. Why didn't we look for Lac Lake? Lac Lake, there we go, in Vietnam. Okay, so can I get a Lac Lake in Vietnam? I'm wondering if I can get province, Lac District. Here we go. Wikipedia doesn't have a pronunciation of it. Dak Lak Province. Okay, how do they pronounce that? Aha, here we go. Lac. Okay, well, we were close. Anyways, Mongolia is declaring war and conquering England. We look away for 5 seconds and Mongolia goes and kills someone. Vietnam is also taking on England. So, England is now in a very, very bad spot. Because remember, they have to come back. They were in last place. So, yeah, it's not looking too hot for Victoria, which admittedly is not the, strangest thing to say. How's Babylon doing point-wise, score-wise? They're actually in last still. Dude, we're going to lose to Hammurabi. No. No. I cannot have spent the last 8 episodes, freaking 8 group race stages, like hyping Hammurabi just to have him like peter out in this freaking group, man. What the hell? What the heck? I mean, admittedly, there's a huge part of me that's like, yes, because I love upsets, and I love it when like the big dogs end up getting, killed. Except for Mongolia. I like Mongolia. I don't know. I always kind of root for Mongolia. But, yeah, admittedly, it'd be kind of fun because, like, who would that leave? So, dude, we're going to have, like, Maya, Rome, Mapuche, Gran, Colombia, Mongolia, Vietnam, Gandhi, or Byzantium. That's a crazy final 8. Like, other than Gandhi, I don't know I would have predicted too many of these guys to be in there. And not so much predicted, but like we're definitely going to have probably a first-time winner for sure. I mean, not like Babylon would change that, but still, it's just going to be like a little bit surprising. And definitely a little DLC boosted for sure. I mean, how many of these guys were in... So let's see, Gran Colombia, Maya, Cree, Georgia weren't, Babylon, Vietnam, Byzantium. So 5 of the final 12 civs were in the New Frontier patch. Yeah, that probably is a bit of a testament to the balancing that went on with New Frontier patch. Yeah. How many civs came with New Frontier patch? Actually, that's a good question. The bigger question is like how many of these civs didn't actually make it. So we are looking for Sid Meier's Civilizations. Let's go to store page. I gotta wrap this episode up here, but yeah. Okay, and then we're looking for DLC here. We're looking for New Frontier patch, and I want to see how many civs came with this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It came with 9 civs, and 5 of them made the final 12. That is psychotic. Wow. And the thing is, like, if you look at the other ones, Portugal, they did pretty okay. Kublai Khan, whatever. Gaul, I think, was up there. Ethiopia was one of the ones that got surprised when they got knocked out. So, like, the other 4 civs all had a legit chance as well to be here. So, yeah, that's crazy. All right, so anyways, let's talk about this. We got golden ages across the board. Hull ended up flipping. It's going to go back to England. Congratulations. And we're going to wrap this episode up here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. See you guys tomorrow when we finish up this group stage. Till then, bye, everyone.